Hello everyone, this is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen. Hello everyone. How's everybody doing today? Thank you, Counselor Murray. Hey, King Jamu, how you doing? As usual, just these posts take forever, no matter how diligently you do it. Hey, Ethos, how you doing? All right. So hopefully everybody's week is going pretty well. I know that mine is going awesomely. So I want to talk about this cover for the New Yorker. Hey, Father's Time. I want to talk about this cover for the New Yorker. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen because it's important that everybody take a look at this picture with me. And I want you guys to tell me if it's big enough for you guys to see the details. I'm trying Make sure you can see it. Okay, this is the New Yorker from the 7th. So about 3 days ago, this is their cover, the New Yorker magazine. And let me know if you guys can see that clearly, or do you need me to like magnify it or make it bigger? How you doing, Fit Feminine? Or to make it bigger, or you guys tell me, because it's important that you be able to see the details. Thank you, Ethos. It's important that you be able to see the details. Thank you for the PayPal. I don't want to say your real name and I can't see what your YouTube name is. But thank you so much. All right. So it's important that you guys be able to see the details of this picture. Now, the picture itself is called Love Life. The artist's name is Adrian Tomine, and it's a guy, Adrian as a man. And the title of the artwork is Love Life, which I think is very, very important. I'm also going to look at something else real quick. Okay. Because I actually want to go into something else as well. I really need to sync my phone with I really need to sync my phone with my computer. I totally don't do that. I like never do it because I don't like them to be synced necessarily. But I do want to find, there we go. I've got the article also. All right. So we can actually get started on, yeah, she got the furry slides on. Y'all are seeing it already. Okay. So the first thing that we need to do is understand that the title of this is called Love Life, right? And as we dissected, that title is extremely appropriate. So here we have a young Black woman, and this is a Black woman, make no mistake. They tried to make her racially ambiguous by making her really, really light, but we can tell that this is a Black woman. This is supposed to be a light-skinned or possibly even mixed Black woman. She's got her hair in a bun. She's got her earrings. She's got a nice blouse on. She's got a glass of wine. She's got her bangles on, and her laptop, if you take a look at that, is stacked on some books where you can only see the top half of her, okay? She's got a partition behind her, like a room divider. And so if you were to be looking at her in like maybe a Zoom or something like that, where she has her camera on, you would only be able to see the top edge of her and her background, which gives the appearance and the illusion that she's got things together, right? She's got her makeup on and all of this sort of thing. However, being placed on top of those books, her laptop camera is not going to be able to capture the chaos all around her. So as we take a look at everything going on around her, she's got, let's just take a look at the desk that the laptop is on. There are prescription pill bottles. There is a takeout box with chopsticks in it. If you look into the kitchen area, on top of her refrigerator, there's an open box of cereal, which is probably either stale or empty, 3 wine bottles, and we see she's got a glass of wine in her hand. Her cupboards are empty, but her sink is full. She's got a trash bag right here that is full and trash all over the floor. If we look at the floor, try to make this a little bit bigger. She's got not one but 2 cats. There's gloves, mask, hand sanitizer on the floor, a bag of Cheetos, some toilet paper, 1 box of Amazon purchases open, 1 box closed, some type of empty cup, we guess it's empty, all of her mail, some dumbbells. If we take a look at her legs are not shaved. She's got those hood slippers on. She's got her phone down in this hand, probably texting her man as she's online looking for a man. And here you have behind the partition her dusty, filthy, funky bed. Okay. Now, this is supposed to be representative of a young Black woman in possibly a New York studio, which is why it's so small and compact. She's giving the appearance of being put together. She's got her makeup on. She's got her hair done. She's got a nice blouse on. The top half of her, the portion that you can see, is put together. All right? She is cute. You know, they're portraying a young woman. This isn't an old biddy. This is a young woman. She's like in her 20s, okay? This is a young woman. This is not a 30, 32. This woman is like 25, okay? She's from like 23 to 25, okay? She is of college age. She likely just graduated. She's probably got a career somewhere or a entry-level job in her chosen field or something, okay? She's the chick that'll get on a panel and talk about what Black men aren't building. She's the chick that's gonna call into the show and talk about how she needs a 6-figure man, but she can't find one. She's the one that'll get on a panel and talk about how she doesn't know any Black women that act like that. Okay. And before I get into all of the rest of the particulars, because this woman's life is not together. It's not. Her space isn't even together. And your environment that you create in your home is a physical manifestation of what's going on in your head and what's going on in your heart, and particularly for a woman. Okay, so if you see a woman's house constantly dirty, constantly nasty, constantly filthy, junky, stuff is over here, stuff is over there, nothing's where it should be. The dishes are dirty, the stove is dirty, the refrigerator is dirty, your clothes are dirty, they're everywhere. This is the chaos of her mind. All right? This is the chaos of her heart. Because her environment, especially when she lives alone and there's no one else to blame for the environment but her, and she's the only influence over it, this is what it represents. Okay? This is what it represents. It represents who she is inside. But before I get in too far into that part of it, let's just point out the fact that the New Yorker as a magazine, and this artist in particular, whose name, I've never seen a picture of him, but whose name doesn't sound like a Black dude, drew a Black girl. He drew a black girl. He didn't draw a palm-colored girl. He didn't draw her with blonde hair, or, he didn't draw an Italian girl. He didn't draw an Asian girl. He didn't even draw a Latina. I mean, you can arguably say, but we know it's not. We know that this is a black woman. One of the main points that I want to stress is that, ladies, black ladies, this is how the world sees you. This is how the world sees you. They see you as a fake and a phony, a fraud, that you put on a face as if you've got things together, as if you've got life figured out, as if you know who you are as a woman, as a person. You present to the world that you are completely put together from head to toe. But when you pan out, if you were to pan that laptop camera out, you will be able to see that this woman's life is a complete and utter mess. There's nothing. This woman is a valueless piece of trash. And you know whose fault that is, that they portray you that way? Yours. That's your fault. You hold that L, because you walk around as like her from the waist up. You get online. We talk about these dudes capping, but these females stay capping online. Y'all stay capping online. Okay? Y'all get online and cap. Kevin Samuel's show is a virtual cornucopia of capping females. And when they get on camera, you understand why they capping. She'll get on any number of them, any one of them, just pick one. She'll get on and she'll talk about how this one proposed to her and she went to this school and she got this degree and she's doing this with her work and she makes $120,000 a year and she's driving a BMW and and she's got this and I live in a flat in Manhattan. Girl, you mean you live in a room in Manhattan that you paying $1,800-$1,900 a month for? A room? Not even a studio, a room. Okay. She can get up there, she can articulate, or so she thinks. And all of that stuff she be talking about, full cap. This woman right here on this cover capping. Right now, she looking like she looking at some dude with her nose in the air like, girl, I'm not going to talk to him. The nerve of you. Your panties crusty. I hate to look at what your bathroom sink looks like. Full of makeup and hair and straight hair. Panties all on the floor, dirty. Ring around the tub and you don't bathe. That little storage thing that people be having over their toilet, that's junky. Towels everywhere, they nasty. She got dishwater in that sink, it's slimy and cold. She ain't got no dishwashing liquid either. She need to wash her clothes, but she ain't got no detergent. She need to wait till she get a paycheck next week to buy a little bitty thing of Tide. Then got the nerve to be particular. I only like the Tide Pods. Girl. She's sitting somewhere swiping, what is it, left, right, when you don't, which one you swipe then when you don't want them. I forgot which way you supposed to swipe when you don't want. He girl, he ain't 6 feet. This the one that he gotta be 6 feet and have a six pack and make six figures, or else I don't want him. She's the one online capping on Twitter and Instagram talking about she living her best life. This chick ain't shaved her legs in a month. She the one gonna come outside dressed in clean clothes, but she ain't take no shower in 2 days. She the one with her toilet. It's rings in the toilet, and the toilet seat dirty. And all she got in as far as cleaning supplies is a little bitty one, them little bitty stupid little dollar sponges that don't absorb nothing, and a little thing of spray, a no-name little spray, and she'll call herself Spray That. This is the chick that wants you to take her out and spend all kind of money, and when you come back to her crib, you got to step over them pill bottles. And the 2 cats. Her apartment stank because it's a little bitty studio with 2 cats and a litter box. Cat pee smell like ammonia, y'all. Cat pee stank, y'all. You got to have some real good litter, a real good litter box, and you got to clean that litter, if not a couple of times a week, depending on how often your cat go. And if you got more than 1 cat, you need more than 1 litter box. Because sometimes cats get ticky and they don't want to use the same litter box. And in a tiny little space, that stank. A couple of times that cat go in and out of that litter box, it stank now. It'll be the first thing hit you in your nose when you open the door. And they track litter. When they come out of the litter box, cats, they paw, because it be stuck in their paws. So they track litter. So she got little litter crumbs all over the floor. Because look at, she got 2 cats. It's 2 of them. One is the head out of the litter box. He already about to track some little litter. He got little paws all around the house. But let's go back to the pill popping. These chicks got psychological problems. And for all of these dudes running around here talking about beauty means everything, y'all better check these chicks' medicine cabinet. Because she need 2 Xannies to get through the day. Y'all know that, don't you? And she took them pills with that alcohol. She crazy. She crazy as a road lizard. And you wonder why they fight you. It ain't all just contempt and stuff like that. She's crazy. The Arabic word for it is majnoon. She's majnoon. She's crazy. She done hallucinated you talking to another chick. This is why they want to shoot you and fight you and all that kind of stab you and all that kind of stuff. She high. She high as a kite. She popped that Xanax and took a swig of Henny behind that and on an empty stomach. Because she ain't got no food in the house and she waiting on you to buy her some Uber Eats. Talking about you cheap if you don't pay for the Uber Eats. Meanwhile, this chick ain't bought groceries in 2 weeks. The milk in the refrigerator was just a half a gallon. It's spoiled. She ain't got no eggs. Her her bread stale. It ain't but 2 pieces of that. She'll go in somewhere and come out. Who you talking to? You ain't wasn't talking to nobody. That was the TV talking. Baby, I ain't talking. No, I heard you. She hallucinating. She has a kite. And you done stayed there overnight because she got a fatty and she light skinned. This is why we running around here telling y'all dudes, y'all need to have a little bit more D discipline. Just because she got a fat round one and she cute and she smiling and hey, yeah. STDs and babies ain't the only thing you got to worry about with these chicks. That's because her spiritual value is null and void. They be on demon time. Me and DS1 is not playing with y'all. When we say these chicks is on demon time, that's their spiritual base. They be on demon time. They think of chaos and little crazy stuff to do. Just like I read y'all one time, this chick for games, she went in the bathroom, called her boyfriend's phone from a blocked little number a few times, then came out and woke him up, quote unquote, mad at some phone calls that he had gotten that must have been from a chick. Meanwhile, that was her phone call. She gaslit him. And she did that to laugh. They got into a whole argument. She wrote about it on Facebook. Girl, we got into a whole argument today. All because of me. Fabricating all of this stuff. They crazy. So the spiritual value is in the toilet. Because she stay on demon time. She don't believe in no higher power unless she can be victimized. The only time she call on the Lord is when she feel like she being judged and talking about only God can judge me. Only God know what's in my heart. He do know what's in your heart. That's why he don't fool with you. He know you for the streets. That's why he leave you there. He know you for the streets. He left you in them. He was gonna get you out. Then he was like, you know what? You be on demon time. I'm gonna hold, but I'm gonna chill back. I'm good on you. I'm cool on you right now. Her health value. Now, the depiction of this one is that she's not overweight, but the pills and the drinking tells me that she's not mentally stable and she's not emotionally stable. And because the pills and the drink is there to stabilize her. So she can make it through the day with a facade on, with her mask on. This is how she upkeeps her mask. This is how she comes out into the public and acts as if she's a normal human being and not a demon. So the drink and the pills is a human mask. That's how she act like she a woman and a human and somebody with a heart and compassion and sympathy and stuff like that. When really she don't. And we know that they're not people, they demons, because when one of them kill a man, they all cackle and laugh about it. I get it though. You can't play with nobody's heart. Y'all ain't got no heart. You mean you can't run afoul of a demon like that? That I can agree with. Don't be running afoul of these demons. You know, they don't got good sense. So while she's not fat, her physical health seemed to be all right, but her mental and emotional health is not. So all of y'all running around here that think these chicks' only requirement is that she look good, once again, you better check her medicine cabinet and see what kind of pills she popping. If that chick kitchen full of wine and all them bottles empty, you better think again. And she got that little cheap Aldi wine too. It ain't even good wine. It's cheap wine. And I know it's got to be cheap because it come from Aldi's. I don't even know nothing about good wine, but I know you don't get good wine about Aldi's. I know that. I know a good bottle of wine don't cost $5. I know that. Now let's look at her family value. Who taught her? Whose man's is this? Whose girl is this? Where her mama? Why you ain't tell her to pick her panties up off the floor? Why ain't nobody tell her you can't be nasty and be no woman? There ain't nothing feminine about your nasty house. I may not have always had the decor that I wanted in my home, but I be dad blame it wasn't nasty. It was never nasty. I have never been nasty. Not my physical body and not my home. Them dishes was washed, them floors was cleaned and mopped and vacuumed and all that. The bathroom wasn't nasty and the sink dirty. I got OCD about it now. If I go in my bathroom and there's a stray hair on the sink, that whole bathroom getting clean. On the spot. Comment, bleach, brushes, that whole bathroom getting scrubbed down. Because I'm appalled that there was hair on the sink. One little stray hair will make me clean the entire bathroom, including the toilet and the tub and the floor. I'll mop that too. I be in there spraying mirrors. In 20 years of marriage, my husband never had to step into any room and see my underwear on the floor. Ever. In 20 years, he never had to step anywhere in that house, bedroom, bathroom, or nothing, to step over my dirty panties. He ain't never had to do it never. He ain't never had to come and say, baby, damn, when you gonna clean up? He ain't never had to say that. Kids in the house, not in the house. It didn't matter who was in that house. It didn't matter who lived there and who didn't live there. The stuff was clean. It smelled good in there. The closets was straight. The bedroom was straight. All of the parts of the house was clean. I had a cat for years. He didn't smell that litter in and out of the house. I can count on one hand, he might have mentioned, you changed a little good. Is a little good. And I was going to change it that day, just hadn't got to it right then. I kept that on lock. You know how you go in folks' bathroom and they shower curtain liner dirty. See, I don't play that kind of stuff. I don't play that. Stuff all in the corner. I get squeamish about that. I get the heebie-jeebies about it. I got to clean it. I told you I got OCD about that. Who taught her this? Nobody. Her mama was probably nasty. And if her mama wasn't nasty, she couldn't wait to get in her own place so she could be nasty. So could nobody tell her, this why they don't want no man. This why, to see her nasty house and her filthy environment is why she don't want no man and want to create no family. Because a man does what? He brings order to that chaos. A man is not going to stand for coming in there and it is like a whirlwind. We're being here fighting because I'm not going to come in here and it's a whirlwind every day. You clean this up. And I mean, you clean it up right now. I don't want to hear no back talk because I shouldn't have to say it. Now, this why they don't want no man. Because she don't want no man to hound her about how dirty and filthy that bed is. You want your back blowed out on dirty socks from a week ago on the pillow. That man trying to figure out why he down to one pair of drawers you was supposed to been washing. You still ain't washing. You somewhere clicking on that phone, trying to cheat on OK Cupid, trying to talk to another dude. Look at her appearance. She fake on the top. She ain't shaved her legs, and you know she ain't washed her butt, but she got her makeup on and some earrings on the Zoom call. She ain't washed her face, but she got eyeliner on and lashes. You know these chicks be waking up crusty faced, and then put makeup on over your crusty face. I wish I would. She don't wake up in the morning and wash her face, brush her teeth, make sure you don't wash them. Just wash. Clean. She'll get in there and do one of these. And then put some eyeliner on. Girl, if you don't go on somewhere, girl. I wakes up in the morning, I have a face regimen. Any woman worth of salt got one. I have some Biore. I'm going to tell you what I use. I have some Biore with the charcoal. You wash your face with that. Then I come behind that. I have some little Noxzema pads with a little salicylic acid. And then I come behind that with some toner. My face be clean in the morning. And then I have some hydrating moisturizer from e.l.f. for your face. So I put that on because you know that little alcohol and stuff like that dry your skin. So I put that on to re-moisturize my face. So you ain't ashy faced and crusty mouthed. My teeth are brushed. I'm gargling with Listerine. You know. I'm taking showers and baths. You know, I'm cleaning behind my ears. Get the back of your neck. These chicks don't wash their belly button or nothing. Just dirt all up in the belly button crevice. And then want somebody to lick my neck. My back. Girl, I ain't licking that salty stuff. You salty. Girl, you taste like a saltine. You taste like a whole saltine cracker, girl. If you don't get up out of here, I ain't licking nothing. Ain't licking none of that. Licking none of that salty stuff. You salty, and you done had the audacity to spray some Bed Bath and not Bed Bath and Beyond, some Bath and Body Works spray. I just be wearing Versace over funk. Her appearance is fake and it's dirty. Because from the waist down, she filthy. Legs ain't shaved. And the other thing that you can tell about her appearance is this is only for a facade. She doesn't actually care about how she looks. She's not caring about herself for herself. She capping for other people. Women who care about themselves for themselves, we don't cap for other people. We clean because we want to be clean. We put together because we want to be put together. I ain't somewhere peeling. You got to peel my clothes off and, ooh, you know, you smelling somewhere smelling like boiled sauerkraut. Now she'll have the nerve to look down on a chick that's somewhere twerking. But if I pull them little nasty little shorts down right now, you light up that old studio, and not in a good way, talking about some, girl, you supposed to put a little dab of perfume on your inner thigh after you wash your inner thighs. There is a condition to that. You cannot just be putting, girl, I'm just going to put a dab. Ew. Then we talked about her dwelling. Look at it. Words don't even need to be said about this stuff. It's filthy, and as I said before, represents the chaos of her mind, the chaos of her spirit. This is the place she called home. This is the place she go in there and lay on all that nasty stuff on that bed back there. Ain't changed them sheets in a month. I get irritated that the sheets don't get changed after a couple days. I get irritated. That's why I bought more sheets, because I need more to rotate through. I get irritated. And my sheets don't even be dirty. I just know I done slept on them, and it's time to wash them now. Sitting laying on them same sheets for 2-3 weeks straight. What is you doing? You done laid in the bed, sweated, you done farted. Girl, wash them sheets, girl. You done ate something in the bed. Wash your sheets. And them little nasty pillows. When I change my pillowcases, my pillows are white. They white. They not dingy. They ain't got that little yellow list. Like, what's that? What's that? My pillows are white. And when they get to a point where they don't come white no more, throw them away, go give me some more. Because this is where I come lay my head. It can't be any old thing. Like I said, I may not have always had the decor I wanted, but it was clean. You didn't feel like, oh, Lord. You're depressed when your house look like that. When your house looks like that, you're depressed. You can't tell me no different. You can't tell me nothing otherwise. When your house look like that, you're depressed, especially as a woman. Because we're supposed to be able to make an environment beautiful. But when you have been on demon time and you need Vicodin to get through your life, you cannot make your space beautiful because you're not beautiful in here. What about her mobility? She faking that by whoever she quote unquote talking to on this little laptop. She's trying to fake like she upwardly mobile. Like she's posh. Like she got some type of etiquette. Like she only roll in the best of circles. Capping. All day capping. This chick don't roll in no good circle. This the one that want a 6-figure man to give her the mobility she can't acquire on her own. She want a so-called high-value man so she can go somewhere else and cap off of the strength of what he done did. That's why these chicks want these men. These chicks don't want these men because they want to love these men and because they want to be good wives to these men and they want to enrich those men's life, he'll be he's like a notch, a box to check. She just want him to be successful so she can cap off of his success. That's what they want. She don't even care who he is on the inside, what kind of man, because she don't plan to be loyal no how. That's why she on the laptop with one and on the phone with the other one. You know that's what she is doing. And she thinks she betting both of them. You can see by the little stupid look on her face, she thinks she better than somebody. This is the chick that'll sit somewhere that used to come on. You know, she'll come on and argue with BGS. This is the chick that'll come argue with BGS about school or something. Girl, you don't know nothing. She'll have something to say about the Democrats. Tell me these ain't these chicks in behind these avatars. Her education, she got a little bitty piece of that. And that's what's making her have that little stupid look on her face, because she thinks she's better than the two guys she talking to that don't know her house look like who done it and what fuck. They think they getting a dime they talking to. Ooh, she cute. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Look at her look. She got a nice little body. She like, she ain't fat or nothing like that. Yeah. Meanwhile, this chick sitting here with an oil slick in her panties. And it ain't oil. She got to peel them bad boys off. Her profession, another cap. She don't have a profession. She has a job. And the thing that she's trying to profess to the world is a complete opposite of her reality. She's trying to profess to the world that she's this put together, wonderful woman who, you know what I'm saying, is young and bright and beautiful and just ready to go get them and just ready to attack the world. And all the men should be lined up because, you know, she's just this prize and she this dime piece and, you know, she's above average. You know, she the one calling in talking about she an 8 and all this other kind of stuff. But the real professing is that I ain't sugar honey iced tea. I ain't sugar honey iced tea, y'all. I don't eat good. I don't feel good. I don't live good. I don't think good. I got a lot of negativity and hatred and disdain in my heart. I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy with myself. I'm unhappy with everybody else. That's what she's professing. Her leisure time is messed up. Because look what she's doing. Is she out somewhere biking or walking or doing something to kind of clear her, kind of make her feel good? No, she's sitting somewhere, got a phone in one hand, a laptop on the book, meaning that she's not reading the book. The book is a prop. For her, yipper-gapping and running her mouth online. She on Twitter and YouTube. She on Facebook right now. Mm-hmm. She on a little live, a little video chat right on the laptop, and then she texting her little friend trying to talk about how the dude she talking to ain't nothing. and how she gonna finesse him. Her leisure time is spent in demon time. Your leisure time is tied to your spiritual value. Because in your leisure time, that is when you do things that you want to do, that you are not being compelled to do by anyone or anything. So that is more representative of your true desires. This is where hobbies come from. I had a hobby of making soap, but that's not demon time. Nobody made me make that soap. Nobody was forcing me to do that. I wanted to do that. That was part of my leisure. Now, I tried to make it into a business or whatever, but that was like part of my leisure time. I think about it now as a form of leisure, and I want to do it. And her wealth, none to speak of by the look of this place. Not any financial wealth. This is why she's calling around trying to get a high value man. So she can cap off the back of what he do. She doesn't have any financial wealth, but she is abundant in a lot of foolery. She rich in capping. She's rich in faking. She rich in demon time. Excuse me. I didn't have time to mute. Because wealth is not just money. Wealth is whatever you're abundant in. And since wealth is the anchor of the 10 life values, it is the culmination of whatever you did in the previous 9. So if you've been on demon time from spiritual to leisure, then you're abundant in demon time and foolery. That's what you got a lot of, because that's what you practice. That's what you did. If all you did was cap through spiritual and leisure, then you wealthy and capping, because that's what you got a lot of. That's what you did. See how it works? See how we come full circle with it? I ain't even got to the article yet. I'm going to take some time out. Thank you, Angela C. Thank you. Nah, said facts. My wife replaced pillows once a month. I don't quite do it once a month. That's a little much. I buy Serta pillows. So if you buy good pillows, all you got to do is wash them. And you start changing them when the wash don't fluff them no more. And when it don't really clean them no more, they kind of get in that little dingy deal going. Then that's when it's time to throw them away. And you get you some more. So I don't quite do it once a month. I ain't going to sit here and tell that lie. Let's see. I got a gang of cash outs. So Revelator, thank you. Mogul Maze, thank you. RB, thank you. Dead Set, thank you. And One Thought, thank you as well. So we're going to continue. I'm going to get to this article real quick. We're going to stop sharing. Give me 1 second. So we're going to get to the article. It's a relatively short article. You know, these ads sure be telling on you what you done looked at. Now, I was looking at these little bags because I didn't know what Vera Bradley, I didn't know if that was a name brand or anything like that. And I was looking at the little duffel bags, little travel bags, and I'd be dang on if they don't tell all your business. When you get on these little websites, they tell all your business, you know, what you've been looking at and what you looked at, you know, the other day. You know, what if I was looking at something else? Then you gonna put that up there too? Yes, tell all your business. But anyway, this was written by a Liz Plank in MSNBC. And we're going to read this article really quick. She says, it's not uncommon for a New Yorker cover to be seen by millions, but it's somewhat uncommon for so many to feel seen by it. But that's what happened with the magazine's December 7th issue, created by artist Adrian Tomine and titled Love Life. The cover illustration shows a young woman on what looks like a video conference call, holding her phone in one hand and a cocktail in the other. She's dressed in an office-appropriate blouse on top, a pair of slouchy athletic shorts on the bottom. Her legs are unshaven. Now, before we move on, she's already spinning a narrative about this piece of art. The artist named it Love Life, not Zoom Call. So who told you that she was in an office with a cocktail in her hand? Because I doubt that if you were on a Zoom call with your boss and coworkers, that they would not say anything about it if you had a cocktail in your hand. Just like they wouldn't like that. It would be inappropriate if you were physically in the office. So don't be trying to spin no narrative like this is all because of, you know what I'm saying, the or whatever. Don't be trying to say that. She nasty because she want to be nasty. She's on a video call on Facebook Messenger talking to a dude she thinks is a simp. Okay? We're not going to change the narrative. But anyway. Outside the shot, she is surrounded by a very specific full mess. Trying to change the narrative. We see an empty bag of Cheetos next to some surgical gloves strewn on the floor, a few unopened Amazon packages, a sink full of dirty dishes, stuffed, crammed into a one-bedroom apartment. That's a studio, ma'am. The illustration hit home for a lot of people because y'all is nasty like that. He told on you, he put a spotlight on you, had you embarrassed in your own house and nobody even know you was that nasty. But you know you that nasty, and he hit you where you live with a little picture of how that dude probably was a picture of a girl he was dealing with. And he said, I'm gonna draw this because there ain't no way that somebody's supposed to look like this in their home. I'm gonna draw this. I'm gonna see how many of these chicks, a hit dog or holler. I'm gonna throw this rock and see how many of these heifers holler after I throw this rock. And it was a million of you. After he got through throwing the rock, he drew that, all y'all start howling. Ooh, 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 because he hit you with that rock. Okay, because all of y'all is nasty like this. The illustration hit home for a lot of you on Demon Time. In fact, when I asked people to tag themselves as different objects in the illustration on social media, I didn't expect the pace or the fury of responses. And here you have Liz Plank, whose Twitter handle is Feministabulous. Girl, bye. So we're gonna try to make it big. Y'all can see today telling on me again with the little Vera Bradley bags. Good thing I have innocent searches. Anyway, the replies were immediate. She said, tag yourself. I'm the prescription pills next to the takeout. So you cuckoo, cuckoo. Okay. The replies were immediate. Tag yourself. Somebody said, I'm the hairy legs. So you're dirty. While every tweet was different, they were all shouting the same thing. Feels good to know that the unique thing I'm feeling is felt by others too. Tomin's cover validates our experiences. It should shame you. See how they ain't got no shame? But demons don't have shame. Demons don't have any shame. They feel validated by the existence and appearance of other demons. Another one says, I'm the chopstick sticking out of the takeout. While we all know rationally that these are some of the darkest times in recent history, our brains tend to individualize our suffering. Girl, she is not suffering. Quit trying to make this about it's not. She was nasty like this before. My house didn't turn into a whirlwind. I did a full quarantine. When they set that quarantine out, I did the quarantine. I didn't drive Uber. I didn't do nothing. I was on YouTube with y'all. But I bet you my house was clean. Because I'm clean. Didn't make me dirty. I didn't say, oh, I'm quarantined. Time to be a slob. No. Because I'm not a slob, no way. So it didn't occur to me to become a slob. It didn't occur to me not to take showers regularly. When we feel lonely, we tend to believe everyone else feels connected. When we feel sad, we tend to think everyone else is happy. Somebody else said, I'm the roll of paper towels lodged between a wall and a room divider who's given up all hope of being useful. Yeah, that was telling right there. That was a little deep. That was dark. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Like that was dark. She said, I'm the roll of paper towels lodged between the wall and the room divider who's given up all hope of being useful. Do you have any idea how lengthy that roll of paper towels is? This is giving me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. People with chronic depression can often feel like they are faulty and that their experience of helplessness and their lack of motivation is not shared by other people, even though, of course, that's a fallacy. Somebody said, I'm the books under the laptop. Somebody says, I am seen. I'm not going to read the rest of this because the article is actually a little bit longer than I anticipated. What I don't like is the spinning of the narrative as if it has something to do with you may have been exacerbated by it, but that's not the cause. I will read this last part though, or I guess towards the end of it, because I think after trying to spin the narrative, she finally gets to the crux. Says, finally, what struck me about the cover is how we're all basically living in our own filth. Speak for yourself. It showed us that we are cleaning up for others, but not always for ourselves. The priority isn't taking care of oneself, but taking care of others' perceptions of us. That I agree. Excuse me. It's a classic modern American story of deceit and self-preservation. It's keeping up with the Joneses global edition. But what if we don't have the luxury of presenting a false Zoom self? A few weeks ago, I spoke to an elementary school teacher who worked in a low-income neighborhood outside LA, and she told me that the kids whose cameras were off or on mute were always the ones that tended to be in the most precarious and difficult living situation. She learned to stop asking them to put their cameras and mics on when she realized that when they did, the screaming and chaos around them was the reason they weren't participating like the other children. Unlike grown-ups, the kids don't have the ability to fake serenity. And even for adults, especially those living in violent homes with no escape, there's no ring light bright enough to hide their intolerable physical and psychological suffering. The upside is that 2020 will leave us with some undeniable truths to hold on to: family or community, family and mobility. Really is the most important thing. Leggings most definitely are pants, and we should be kinder to each other because we have no idea what someone's Zoom background is hiding. So we're going to stop sharing that. I wanted to bring you guys this to illustrate everything that we talk about on this channel. What makes a woman high or low value? An illustration of the 10 life values when they are lived in chaos and not being tended to. And also how the world sees Black women, even though it's not explicitly stated that that woman is Black. And what she's doing or what that picture is showing is not exclusive to Black women either. I know that. Could have just as well put a palm colored up there and the same stuff would have applied. You have to take care of yourself and your appearance. Because it was the truth. It was the truth. And magazines like the New Yorker, other national ads, commercials, and things of that nature circulate, and they show you in this dysfunctional manner because this is what they think about you, because this is what you show. And it's profitable to them to continue to show you in that light and not in the light that you want to be seen. Okay. So that's what I have for you today. So real quick announcement before we get out of here. For a limited time only, okay, we are running a sale for A Game. So don't be afraid to click the link in the description box for A Game at agameherbal.com. You can now get a 20% discount using the code Kendra20. So again, that is just for a limited time only. So please go ahead and grab your next purchase of A Game. If you're a guy, do it for yourself. If you're a lady, do it for the men in your life that you love and care for. All right. And until then, peace. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.